guys, it's me, Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. How are you doing today, guys? Today we're going to talk about our favorite subject, which is sales. All right, we got a cool topic for ourselves today, so let's go ahead and dive right on into it. What is our cool topic for today? Our cool topic for today is selling. What do you do if a sales job does not work out? What do you say? I said selling. What do you do if a sales job doesn't work out? I'm going to tell you what, guys, I've been in sales for over almost 40 years. It's been a long time at this time. And I've seen the good, the bad, the ugly, and the warts and all. And one of the things I have to say is I've seen good companies go out of business. Okay, you may be working for a great company right now. They're selling products and services and all kinds of stuff. But then what happens is they go out of business and you're a salesperson. Oh, crap. Or what do you do if you get laid off because things are really slow? Or what do you do if the company decides to go in a different direction and cancels the sales department and tries something new? Okay, what do you do? Well, what do you do is you don't give up, first off. Like I said, I've worked with a lot of different companies over the years that ain't here no more. And there have been some situations and some products that I didn't really have a tremendous amount of time to be able to really get my teeth sunk into based on, having to make money. I'm a single dad. I've raised my son. He's almost 20 years old. And I'm going to tell you what, when you don't have other income coming in, it can be traumatic. It can be kind of hard. So you have to really try really, really hard in a shorter amount of time to be able to make money, because we work on this magic thing called commission, and it's wonderful. It's a great opportunity for you to be able to make all kinds of big money, okay? Big money. And I'm going to tell you, I love it. I love all of it. But I'm just going to say, what is our topic? What do you do if you lose a sales job, or it doesn't work out, or you can't stick and stay because, the time's up? Man, you got to find something quickly to be able to sell. Or, I've seen some people who, what they've done is they quit sales. They go into making a regular salary, working 9 to 5, which is secure. It's nice. But the problem that you have with that is that sometimes, you don't make a whole lot of money. You may make $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a year, but it takes a long time. And a lot of times it's weird, man. You don't make as much money as you think you could, but you're getting your regular paycheck. So what I've had to do over my life is I've had to learn the basics and the fundamentals on how to have a selling conversation. I've had to learn how to be a salesperson, because I don't want to work a regular 9 to 5. I work like 3 jobs. That's one of the things that I do is I like to have different things. I'm a realtor, and I sell life insurance, and I try to put myself in a position to be able to make money. And if you're a salesperson, I would probably say one of the key things that I would probably recommend is you get some license and some certifications, so that way you know exactly what's going on and you can do your job. You can enjoy your job. You can make good money. And selling, what do you do if a salesperson, if it doesn't work out, don't quit. Give yourself a chance. Go out there and look, because you've learned some really valuable things as far as a salesperson. And like I said, there are some products, they come and they go. But there are some products, like with certifications, like licenses, with insurance, mortgages, real estate. There's good money out there. But what I've done is, when I've lost an opportunity and things just didn't work out with the company for whatever reason, I went ahead and went on different platforms. I go a lot on Indeed.com. There's ZipRecruiter. There's Monster. There are so many other great companies. And I'm just saying, guys, you don't give up on your selling career. What you have to do is suck it up, put your big boy pants on, your big girl pants on, and you go out there and you look for another job. Okay, oh crap, man, I don't got no money, I'm broke. Okay, well, that's what happens when we lose an opportunity. One of the things that I've learned over my life is that I try to live within my means. I've learned not to spend every dollar I have, spend all my money, and not be able to pay my bills. I didn't say it was easy, and there are some companies, like I said, that'll work with you if they go out of business, or you get fired, or you get laid off, and they take out taxes and stuff, so you can go and try to get unemployment in your state. In the state of Florida, you don't get that much. You get like $250. That ain't much, man. Every a week, and I can't live off of that. So you have to get a job, and you get 12 weeks of that. That's in Florida, bro. That ain't that much. So what do you do when you lose your sales job? Well, what I do is I start looking at the ads, and I start doing my research. Now, if you see the writing on the wall and you see things ain't working out, you need to go ahead and start reaching out to other companies and finding out if they have any availabilities or openings, if you know someone. But for me, I go on, I'll just say, for instance, Indeed.com. They've been really good to me, because what they do is they give you the capability to set up a profile, and so do the other platforms. So what I did is I set up my platform with all my information. I took their little tests and surveys and all these tests, so that when companies want to know what type of salesperson I could be, they can kind of look at the different types of tests that Indeed.com gives you, so that way you can be better at being a salesperson, and they can evaluate you. Some people want to hear you talk over the phone. Like, say, for instance, if you're wanting to get into selling over the phone, there are some companies that want to talk to you about selling over the phone. And the reason why is because they want to know if you can talk to customers over the phone. And if you can talk to customers over the phone, then you can do almost anything. And as a salesperson, that gives you the capability, to cold call, go talk to customers, set appointments, and so forth. And today we're talking about selling. What do you do if you lose your sales job, or if it just doesn't work out? Like I said, guys, you just don't give up. Now, one of the things that I've been able to do is, in my time, if I was laid off or jobs didn't work out or companies went out of business, is I did my research. I decided I wanted to see what type of sales I'd be really good at. Some people are good business to business, and that means you talk to companies business to business about your products and your services. Then you have door to door, where you go door to door selling your products. You got other jobs where you talk to people over the phone, a cold call, soliciting. I hate that word, cold calling. And you call on customers. But what do? If things don't work out, you don't give up. You just try to find another sales job. You look for something that you think you can do. And you got to give yourself at least 90 days to be able to figure out, is this something I can do? Okay, sometimes it ain't as easy as it sounds. And what we have to do is, as far as salesperson, when things don't work out, or the company goes out of business, or you just get fired or whatever, if things just ain't working out because you ain't making enough money, you have to do your due diligence. There are some people who can sell tangible things they can physically touch, like cars, furniture, things, so they can look at the customer and they can get a paycheck right away. And then you have ideas like, marketing, and then you got stuff like, say, for instance, what do I think? Insurance. I'll tell you what, man, you're putting your money out there, and believe it or not, guys, there are some great opportunities in selling. Don't give up on the craft of sales, because, see, once you get some basic information, I've got close to 1,000 videos on everything there is to talk about selling on my website here at Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. And I have another channel called Gary Lee Stanley. I have one called The Happy Realtor. Okay. And I have a couple of other ones too. So if you're looking, do yourself a favor, guys. I know when things don't work out, it's scary. I pray a lot, because, believe it or not, it's like it's a crazy world that we live in. And what we want to do is we want to be successful to the best of our abilities. So what do we have to do? We have to get out there. We have to suck up, and we have to get out there and start knocking on the doors, picking up that heavy phone, calling on customers. And believe it or not, guys, it's not a bad life. I like it. It's been very good to me. I had a guy ask me the other day how much money I made. I made a lot, and I've spent a lot, and I've at least got some assets and things that I own, so that way, I'm blessed. I invested my money. I wished I would have invested a whole lot more. I wish I would have had somebody to tell me, hey, put your money in the bank, put your money in savings, put it in different things that you can own, like real estate and so forth. So I highly recommend that you diversify your portfolio so that way you can make money, honey. I'm just saying, my name is Gary Lee Stanley, and today we're talking about, what do you do if you lose your job as a salesperson or if it just doesn't work out? One of the key components that I have to work in my life is I have to, reach out. And like I said, I've been poor, I've been broke, and man, sometimes when you depend on that paycheck every week because maybe the company's, giving you some, front money and stuff, and you're making money and you get depending on that and you're out there selling and they cut that off. What do? Oh crap, you suck it up. You go, oh man, I sure hope I can get another job. You can. See, here's the thing, guys. As a salesperson, you can have multiple sales jobs. Not everybody wants you to have multiple sales jobs, but in a situation by having licenses and certifications, I do real estate part-time. I sell insurance part-time, and, therefore, the longest time I was doing pool services, heaters, and motors, and unfortunately, that company, it didn't work out. I worked with a whole lot of electronic companies. I sold furniture for a long time, and those companies aren't here anymore. But because I'm a salesperson and I gleaned good information from each opportunity, I was able to work it, and I've been able to learn how to sell and be able to walk into another sales position. So if you're brand new, or if you're new in the industry, or if you've been around for a while, you really do have to get off your lazy butt and you have to look for a job. You got to put those resumes out there. You got to let people know that, hey man, I'm real. And again, guys, not every sales job is perfect for every person. And the reason why I know that, because I've worked some sales jobs that just didn't fit me. And I mean, I saw the writing on the wall. And sometimes when you go into some companies, they may be real cool to you at first, but then when you start seeing the bureaucracy or the bull crap that goes on in the real world as far as companies are concerned, sometimes that you need to go somewhere where people have ethics. Okay, because see, everybody wants to sell something, and when you talk to managers and stuff, they want you to sell something. And so hopefully you got a manager who's been a salesperson so they can kind of have a feeling and understanding of what you're going through. But bottom line is you got to sell stuff. So today we're having a very simple conversation, selling. What do you do if a sales opportunity doesn't work out? You look for another one. You find something that you think you can do and give it a try. I mean, sometimes they'll give you a little bit of front money, like in furniture, they'll give you at least, minimum wage and stuff until you start selling, and then you build up your pipeline, and then you make more. And there's a lot of different companies that are like that. But then they have those companies that are straight commission guys. So you definitely want to make sure that you build your relationships with other customers. You don't manipulate people. And then that way, back in the future, you never know, you might be able to sell them something else. And unfortunately, like I said today, selling, not every company is going to last forever, and not every sales job works out. So what do? You don't quit. You don't give up. You find another sales job. You go to these different websites, you do your research, get your resume. I always keep my resume up to date. I don't care if I stay with a company for a while. I've learned from past experiences to keep all of your information up to date. And my name is Gary Lee Stanley. I am your sales guy, and today we had a wonderful conversation talking about selling and what do you do if you lose your sales opportunity. What do you do? Now you know. Okay, guys, so go out there and look for a job. Look for another opportunity. I generally like to keep 3 opportunities. I've got 2 right now, and I'm working on getting a 3rd one. So, hey, guys, if you're out there selling, remember, you can make money. It's really wonderful. It's hard work, but it really does pay. I love that commission. Okay, guys? And so go out there and sell something. And remember, guys, every kind of company, every kind of job, people get laid off, people get fired, jobs don't work out. So everybody's got to find another opportunity. So as a salesperson, we're just like everybody else, but we're a little bit different. We're awesome. Okay, so go out there and sell something. Our topic for today is selling. What do you do when you lose your sales opportunity? Now you know. Okay, all right. Get another job. All right.